Good ball from Fowler. Baird. Down he goes. And the referee says that's a penalty. Michael Baird has won a penalty for the Glory right at the death. Kevin Ames had a good view of it. He had no hesitation. That is a big call. Fowler full of concentration. And Fowler delivers. Fowler squares it up for the Glory with his first goal for his new club. And Melbourne Heart, within sight of their first ever victory in the Hyundai A-League, have had it snatched away in controversial circumstances.
Well, it's a round for controversial penalties. This is clearly no penalty. Michael Baird just falling over. And Kurt Ames, who we just bumped up, to be honest, fell for it. Robbie Fowler, cool, as you would expect.
Is right instead of Sekulowski coming in with the left foot.
Here they come again, and this time it's Sturjovski looking to set up Fowler, and there it is, the second goal and possibly the killer goal, and it's Robbie Fowler finally with a vital touch.
Again, a good forward run by Sturjovski, good ball, first time across to Robbie Fowler. He'll be ecstatic. He has had an indifferent game, but there you go, the run from Sturjovski, smart play, plays it into the path of Robbie Fowler, perfect header into the ground and into the back of the net. Great run, great ball by Howard. This is all one-touch football. For the first 15 minutes of this second half, the Perth Glory sat in their zones, tried to defend the Phoenix.
Well, Glory fans will be searching desperately for something positive, something that may turn their season around, as Robbie Fowler is played through. Robbie Fowler with a chance, and Robbie Fowler wins the penalty for the Glory. There is perhaps a moment which will turn things around for them.
He looks like he wants to play today, Robbie Fowler. Just getting onto a flick on, pushing the ball past Vargas. Not too sure if I would have given a penalty there. There is contact. Vargas has blocked Fowler on his route to goal, but it is a soft penalty. But the rules state if you do block a player on the way to goal and he goes down, it is a penalty.
Well, Kevin Muscat and Roddy Vargas shaking their heads in disbelief. There wasn't a lot in it. There was contact. He was the last man. The question is, did he make too much of the contact, Robbie Fowler? Well, we can debate that at a later point. At the moment, the most important point is what awaits us next. It's a penalty to be taken by Robbie Fowler. Subject of criticism during the week from the Shed, saying that Fowler didn't believe the Glory could make the finals after their horror run. Is this the season-defining moment for the man they call God? Fowler steps up, he makes a meal of it, but on the return, puts it in the net, and that perhaps is the divine intervention that the Glory have been looking for in the last 10 weeks. Perth take the lead here at NIB Stadium.
Robbie Fowler very lucky in getting the rebound. Petkovic guessing the right way. It's softly hidden, but here's the touch by Fowler. At first sight, I thought it was overhit by Fowler. Vargas really couldn't do too much about it. Poorly taken penalty by Robbie Fowler as well. Unfortunately for Petkovic, pushing the ball straight back into Fowler's path. And put it in the back of the net with his right foot.
Pass there, now for Pellegrino. Perth holding court here at NIB Stadium in this second half. Lovely ball by Neville for Burns. Tried to cut it back for Fowler. It comes back to Robbie Fowler. And Robbie Fowler makes it 2 for the afternoon. And that might just be enough to end this long drought for the Perth Glory.
play by the Perth Glory, keeping the ball on that right-hand side. Jacob Burns receiving the ball in the centre, looking like he was going to come out to the left. Kept it on the right, the ball falling to Neville, crossing it in. Looks like he was aiming for Fowler, and Fowler hitting the ball across his body with his non-preferred foot, the right, to the near post, beating Petkovic. Tough angle, but very well taken by Robbie Fowler.
Well, he's answered his critics this afternoon, and how Robbie Fowler, the critics, a lot of them coming from that area in the shed. And on the right foot too, if you don't mind. Glory looking much more dangerous in this second half. That is a surprising statistic. Howarth. Back to Pellegrino, made it difficult for him, but Pellegrino was up to the task. Now, Robbie Fowler is onside here. He could score a hat-trick, Robbie Fowler. Oh, yes! Make that three! Glorious stuff from the Perth Glory, and their marquee man responds in the best way.
That is all Adriano Pellegrino winning the ball back after Howarth making a mess of his pass, turning and spotted the run by Robbie Fowler, kept onside by, I'm pretty sure, Adrian Leia. Wonderful run. You just watch. It is Ferreira. Wonderful arc run, but watch the way Robbie Fowler finishes this. Opens himself up. Beautiful ball, good control. Just settles when he's facing the keeper, opens it up, pretends he's going to the far post, and he hits it near post. Wonderful, wonderful finish by Robbie Fowler.
Well, it just gets better and better for the Glory. 3-0.
Really has to go for it now. He needs something. He needs a goal. You just sense that they're hanging on. The third goal seems inevitable the way the Roar are going, so good move from Ferguson.
Well, will it be Robbie Fowler to exert his influence? He might have a chance here. Ball played in. There is a penalty. And guess what? Robbie Fowler might get a chance here. A penalty for the Perth Glory.
We're getting the Perth Glory a rare foray forward in the second half, but they got in good position. They forced the Roar back. I think it was Luke De Vere who was adjudged to have leant across and blocked the ball with his left arm. Todd Howarth, I think, was playing the ball into the penalty area, looking for Yelich and Fowler. Luke De Vere tried to cut it out. He leaned across and he put the arm in the way. It looks like a good decision from the referee as well. The arm was against the body, but he definitely moved across and took the line of the ball and blocked it with the upper arm.
So we saw Robbie Fowler stutter from the penalty spot against the Melbourne Victory 2 starts ago. Will he be more comprehensive this time? Fowler. Yes, is the answer. Robbie Fowler gets one back for the Perth Glory with his first touch of the game. And does that bring this side back into the contest?
Well, instant reward for Ian Ferguson. To see Luke De Vere, he'll be disappointed. He'll say he took him on the shoulder. But I think the fact that he was leaning into the ball, and then that's clinical from Fowler. He didn't try to be cute that time. He just punched it with a solid part of the inside of the foot right into the side netting. The Theoklitos got a good dive. Ball's giving them a second opportunity to attack.
Now Baird in for Robbie Fowler, and that is a goal! A goal of the highest quality by Robbie Fowler. The former Fury striker scores against his old club.
Absolute class from Robbie Fowler. The ball was hooked in early on the greasy pitch, and he summed up his angles, and he summed up what was required in a split second. As the ball bounced, he just knew exactly the quick head, the sharp movement of the neck muscles, and he guided this ball over Passfield, in off the underside of the bar. He knew exactly where the keeper was. He knew the pace of the ball, and he knew the angle. That is world class from Fowler.
A deft